Hello, and today I am going to show you around our camper Wanderer. So just to start, she is 6 meters long, she is 2.8 meters high, and then 2.3 meters wide. Another really important thing that I must point out to you is upon your hire, you will be given 2 sets of keys. They're very important for different reasons. The most important thing is please don't connect these, okay? For our insurance purpose, they need to be kept separate because one is your tracker and then this is your security fob. So first thing I am going to show you is the standard flip action car key. At the top where it says Fiat, that is to lock the vehicle. So if you press the button, the indicators will go and that shows you the vehicle is locked. The button underneath is to unlock the front cab. So there you go, the indicators went again and now the front cab is unlocked. And then the button at the bottom is to unlock the rest of the vehicle. So if I press that, you'll see the indicators go again and now the rest of the vehicle is unlocked. So the only other thing that I shall show you on this set of keys is your security fob. It does look like that there are 2 buttons, but there's not. It's just the button at the top that you need, the smaller one of the 2. So if you press that and angle it, you will see that the LED light is flashing quite rapidly, and it shall do that for around 20 seconds and then it will slow down. This means your vehicle is armed. So to unarm it or disarm it, again you press the exact same button and it will stop flashing. If for any sake the alarm does go off, all you need to do is just to press that button as quickly as you can. And on the other set of keys, I will show you what these other keys do, but like I said, this is your tracker. So it's really important when you are out, you don't connect your keys, you keep them in separate pockets, or if you are walking with someone, by all means give them one set, but the only thing you need to bear in mind is you can't take these keys too far apart. So we'll move on to the next bit now. Okay, so inside the cab now, I have my 2 sets of keys. Obviously this key is which goes in the ignition. And then we do ask for the second set of keys. When the engine is running, it does actually need to be within a certain distance. So for safekeepings, it is always easier to just pop them there. They will stay safe there. They won't come flying out. So when driving this vehicle, everything is pretty much the same as to drive in a car. You have your windscreen wipers on the right and your indicators on the left. You do have a few buttons on the steering wheel. We just ask customers to get familiar with these before you set off on your journey. You do have a lovely screen here, which when you go into reverse, it does show you your reversing camera, but it's very simple, straightforward. You can connect your phone and play all your music. Everything else in here is pretty straightforward. The only other thing that I will show you, which is quite important, is that down here you do have 3 buttons. I will say on this vehicle, this one doesn't do anything. This is for a bike rack, and this vehicle does not have a bike rack, so we don't need to worry about this button. This button, however, is to dim the LED lights from the outside. So if you are out camping on a campsite and there's other tents around, the LED lights which are on the outside of the vehicle can actually shine really quite brightly. So we do say click that off and then the LED lights will dim. And then the other button here, which is a red one, is for the lights, the sensors on the inside of the vehicle. So at night, when you arm your vehicle, if you turn this one off, the red one, it will mean that you can move around freely inside your vehicle without setting the alarms off. So I'm now going to walk you down the driver's side of Wanderer. The first thing I'm going to point out is the wing mirrors. Obviously, they are the widest point of the vehicle. So if you carry on coming down, you will come to this little grey square here. This is your electric hookup point. In all of our vehicles, we do provide you with an electric hookup, and I'm just going to demonstrate how you connect this. So the part that you need does have a lid that opens like this, and it needs to go over the connection like this. So let me show you very quickly. Okay, here's now connected, and then the other side you need to connect if you go to a campsite. To release this one has a little button or a lever here on the side. You need to push that down and give it a little tug slowly. There you go, and it comes off. all I ask people is just when you're done using, make sure that is pushed back on firmly, because that can get water splashing back up. The next part I need to show you is our fresh water and our grey waste. So the fresh water, you generally use this when you filled your camper up and you're going on a long drive, and actually you don't need that extra weight in your vehicle. So to empty it, if you hold it steady with one hand and then twist it round like so, you will see the fresh water come out here. And then to stop it, you simply turn it back. This is your grey waste. Again, the exact same with twisting the nozzle. The only thing that I will mention about the grey waste is that you're only allowed to empty that in designated areas. If you go to a campsite, please ask, and they will show you exactly where you need to empty it, because you're not allowed to empty this at the side of the road. You do have a panel inside the vehicle, which I will show you later on, and it will indicate to you how full your grey waste is or how full your fresh water is. It's especially important for your grey waste, because then you know when you need to empty it. Also, the grey waste comes from anything that goes down a plug hole, so that's your sink, you know, when you wash up your dishes or when you've had a shower. So that's your fresh water and your grey waste. The next thing that I will show you, this is your toilet cassette. So the second set of keys that I did mention earlier needs to go inside here, and you give it a turn like so, and then you've got to push both of these in and slide this out. So on Wanderer, this is our only vehicle that you do need to fill up this compartment here. When you fill it up with water, the level will go up, and this enables you to flush your toilet. So it's very simple. You pull this out, unscrew the cap, fill it with water, and you will see that rise up here. Okay, so this is your toilet cassette here. So you use your fingers to lift that, and if you push it up, you should be able to slide this out quite easily. If you're struggling and you're not able to pull that out, it's because the toilet on the inside is closed. So I will show you that in another video. So you just very carefully pull your cassette out, okay? And again, you can only empty this at designated areas. Again, if you are on a campsite, you can ask where you need to empty it and so forth. So it's very simple. You turn this nozzle, take the cap off, okay? You angle it to where you need to go, look away, as Richie says, and press the button, and everything will come on out. Once you are finished and you've emptied it, we do provide you with liquid, which is called blue, and we do ask you to just put a capful of blue inside, and that will look after your cassette essentially. So make sure you always lock this up, so make sure that key always turns and that you can't get into that, okay? So that is this down the driver's side of the vehicle. I'm now going to show you the rear. Now I'm going to show you the back of Wanderer. So to unlock this, you do need to press the bottom button on the key fob to unlock the doors. But I will just say Wanderer doesn't have a bike rack. The only thing that is important at the rear here is the reversing camera up top. If you ever find that it's a little bit foggy on your camera, that just means that this needs a little wipe with a rag or something like that. But other than that, I will show you inside the vehicle. So I'm now going to walk you down the passenger side of this vehicle. There's not too much to show you. The first thing to point out is this is where you fill up with your fresh water. It's got a blue little label, and it does have a tap on the label. So you just flip this down and you use this key. Key goes in there like so. You turn the key, you turn it, and then it pops out. Please just only use our hose pipe, which we have provided, and then you pop him back in, turn, flick him back up, and then I always like to give it a little twist and a pull to make sure he is on securely. The next thing to note is this here. This is where you fill up with diesel and with AdBlue. To get access to your diesel, you need to use your engine ignition key, and you turn him like so, and then he pops out. This is diesel and diesel only. And then in here as well is your AdBlue. So just to note, we always send our hires out with a full tank of fuel. Please make sure you return the vehicle with a full tank of fuel as well. We do like to make sure that our AdBlue is topped up, but if you are out on a long hire, you may need to fill that up yourself. And then so we are now inside Wanderer. Obviously at the back here you do have your very large fixed bed. You do have a ladder which is inside your garage, which you can obviously use to get up inside your bed. Over here you have your fridge and your freezer. Very nice and tidy, and a little freezer compartment up there. You have plenty of storage, and we do provide you with pretty much everything. You get cutlery, plates and bowls, pots and pans, the whole lot. So over here you have your 2 gas hob, and then on this one you have your sink. Okay, so in here I'm going to show you your toilet and shower cubicle. So this tap here acts as your shower as well. He comes all the way out and connects up here, and then these are your different styles of pressures. And then this is your toilet. What I mentioned earlier when I was showing you the cassette, this is what I mean by the toilet needs to be closed. So if it's open, you won't be able to take the cassette out, so you must make sure that your toilet is closed, and this button here is to flush your toilet. So in this vehicle, in this camper, you do have a pop-up which is an extra bed above. So to release it, these are like little seat belt buttons that you press to unhook, and then with these you fold this bit down and you unwind it, and you see that now doesn't connect. And I do the same on the other side, and then all you do is you push this up and it will pop up very, very slowly. And then to pull it down, you actually pull on these levers here and you pull it all the way down. But you must, before you set off, you must make sure that these are connected again. So you just push it there, twist the handle, and then pop it up, and then do your buttons again, and make sure you do it on either side. So I'm now going to talk you through your control panel, and for the purpose of this video I have actually turned the gas on. So to get started, over this side you need to turn this on, and this basically wakes the whole system up. This one is your internal lights, this one is your external lights, this is your water pump, and then this just shows you the levels of everything. So your fresh water, your grey waste, your batteries, and so forth. So once this is on, you can then wave at these. This is your heating, and this is how you get your hot water. It's very self-explanatory. So if you want your vehicle to be warmer, you turn the dial up and you select what you are running off of. So at the moment I am running off of gas, but if I've got my electric hookup connected, I would click that one. The same with your hot water over here. So you turn your hot water all the way up and then you hit gas as well. But you must make sure that obviously before you do any of this, that you check that you either have your gas on or that you are connected to your electric hookup. And also the same with your water, make sure that you have fresh water in your tank. As well as with this, just keep on top of your grey waste.